Hello and welcome to Demon Interviews episode 187. I'm your host, as always, Springy, and joining us today is our very special guest.
I'm Justice Pleiades on TikTok and Instagram.
Yay! So, first of all, how are you doing today?
I am doing very well. How are you?
Well, we had all the technical issues. We're recording 20 minutes after we were supposed to start. Because of all the technical issues and everything I needed to say and everything, so I'm doing great. Yeah. Um, but have you ever been interviewed like this before? Is my next.
No, this is my first time ever being interviewed like this, so thank you for the opportunity.
Yay! Well, we're happy to introduce you to the world of interviewing. Yeah. Uh, so people can assume from either they know your content, they know from most of our content that you are in fact a cosplayer, or at least you're here for your cosplaying.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have any other new cosplays planned to do that you're able to tell us about without me giving you a small fee of $5?
Yes, actually, I just got Shinobu Kocho from Demon Slayer, and I'm currently working on improving my. Without giving away too much detail, I'm working on improving my current Summer Rose cosplay,
Ooh, awesome.
and there's gonna be a lot of upgrades for her.
Yeah. Now, this video is coming out after Ruby Volume 8 and 9 recap video. So, if you want to go watch that, so I want to ask, since you brought up Summer, are you planning on doing the new outfit as well?
Yes, actually, that's part of the upgrades that I'm working on. Um, I'm not much of a, I don't make a lot of my costumes, but I want to change that.
Mm-hmm.
And for some of Summer's props, those are probably going to be the first things that I work on. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to start on the new outfit as well, whether that be altering stuff that I've bought online or starting from scratch. We'll see.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see it.
Thank you.
So the next question is going to be one on my list that is over here. Uh, what is one of the hardest things about getting into one of your cosplays?
The makeup and contact lenses. I used to have a huge problem with contact lenses, and actually, there was another cosplayer, Rose Magpie, who is very popular on TikTok, that did a tutorial about how to put in contact lenses. And it took a lot of eye pokes, but I eventually figured it out, and now I'm kind of desensitized to it. And I actually really love contacts because there's so many cool things that you can do with them.
Mm-hmm.
That and I do sometimes I've been kind of giving myself a break from them because I ran out of the material, but magnetic eyelashes. I
Ooh.
can't do regular ones to save my life, and the magnetic ones are pretty easy. You just put on normal eyeliner and stick them on.
Oh,
But they are pretty easy to fall off if you're not careful, like at a convention.
yeah, makes sense. See, and look, we were able to do another easy, shameless promotion because Rose Magpie was also on the show.
Nice.
Perfect.
I'll
That
say
link.
Road Magpie is a huge inspiration for me. Love
Yeah.
them.
I'm you. Then you answered the next question. Oh my god! Because the next
What's the
question
next question?
was going to be, who are some of your biggest cosplay inspirations, or inspiration if you only have one or two?
Oh, I've got a lot. Actually, a lot of the people that I'm friends with on TikTok, that's my biggest platform.
Mm-hmm.
There's my little sister who is Hearthfrost. There's Hazer 17 here now, who I usually duet as Raven. or she duets me as Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Rose Magpie, my contact fell out, and many, many others.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Awesome. So now I have to say the stereotypical YouTube thing of don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. If you have any questions for our lovely guest here, put them in the comment section below. And if you want to follow them on any of the social media platforms, there will be a way to get to them in the description below. Okay. Um. So next up is going to be a different question to make sure I don't say it same one twice. So you brought up the Tickety Talkities. Since it is a newer platform in comparison to some of the other the big three, uh, why did you start using TikTok in the first place?
so I started off with just casual watching videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been doing cosplay for a long time. Uh, Trying to think, what year was it? I want to say my first convention was 2012,
Mm-hmm.
so I've been cosplaying since then. Not well, not always very well, but a friend of mine who also does cosplay, they started just before me,
Mm.
and I started doing OCs, and then they were very cringy. If I could go back, I would. Um, but after that, it just kind of snowballed, and I just really got into it. I love using the audios.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Awesome. Like, I can definitely agree because I started off with OCs. I still do them sometimes. And I found TikTok, or at the time Musically, through YouTube compilations of cosplayers and stuff like that. At the time, the Five Nights at Freddy's ones. Sometimes the lighting in my room is always weird. Sometimes you can see these masks, sometimes you can't. It depends on the day and the time, I guess. And the weather. So many things. Oh my god. I'm like losing my mind. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
My brain is just like somewhere else. I don't know why. Um so the next question is going to be coming from a past guest, a Mr. Zoom underscore 2028. Bacon question mark.
Absolutely. I like bacon to be crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can I used to love doing crispy bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I've been going more towards chewy, but there's a point where I can't do it. Where if like the fat is crunchy without being a crispy bacon, it
Mm-hmm.
puts me off. But absolutely to bacon.
Yeah. So the next question, coming from St. Pascas, is even longer, more complicated.
Okay.
Peanut butter question mark.
Yes. Creamy specifically. I don't do crunchy. I don't know why, but it just puts me off. And peanut butter with bacon, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, um, the next question is going to be one that we kind of just mixed up and cooked up in our secret laboratories. I'm pushing the cat that way, or she's gonna choke himself on one of the three cords right here. Um, bacon and peanut butter question mark.
Yes. Actually, my grandmother, she got me into bacon peanut butter sandwiches because she used to be allergic to eggs and couldn't eat that, so her doctor recommended peanut butter as a protein instead.
Mm-hmm.
I learned to it's actually a really good combination in a sandwich.
It, like I can definitely agree because I tried it because we asked this question so many times. Um, and it's on Instagram if you want to go see it. Of me trying bacon and peanut butter like a ants on the log type of situation. Oh my god, Jack, please go before you knock something over or get tangled in my cords. Sorry, my cat is being such a problem right now.
That's
Um,
okay. Cats are menaces, and I love them.
I agree. Um, you. Now he's rolling around being cute. Um, wow, my brain. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the next oh my god, I was trying to finish a sentence. Oh,
Ants on a log, bacon and peanut butter.
exactly. Thank you. Uh, God, working with kids just makes your brain fried. Okay, unlike the bacon and peanut butter that I tried. Uh, transition back in there. So, I tried it and it mainly just tasted like whichever one was more, really. You know what I mean? Whichever one had more of whatever, either more bacon
Flavoring.
or more peanut butter. It didn't really. It didn't have a brand new mixed flavor. It was just as more, just
Like a combined flavor. It's more of the two flavors themselves complement each other.
exactly 100%, and it just pretty much tasted like whichever one was more prevalent in the mouth at the moment. I did not dip the bacon into the jar of peanut butter because that would be sad.
Yep.
Um,
That would be very sad.
sorry, I'm trying to push the cat out the door lightly so he doesn't. Because, like, what he loves to do is wrap himself in this cord and then pull on it, and then everything goes down. Um, and with everything going on with my setup, let's not test that theory of making it worse.
Would you
Uh,
say that your cat is the curious cat?
oh, God. He would. He would. Like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't seen the new volume of Ruby, sorry, but like we know what we're talking about, and I'm going this way because that's where you are. But we know what we're talking about, and yeah, he would he would he would if he could, and then he would go like love something. He would just go like problem. Here, you can just be held while I do this because you're being a problem. Okay. Um. So the next question is going to be is TikTok the only place that you usually play post your cosplays? There you go. Words.
Um, no, I do. That is my primary one, but I'm starting to try to get back into Instagram. I was really
Mm-hmm.
into it years ago.
Yeah.
And then when there was the first threat of TikTok going down, I tried to move all my stuff over to Instagram. And that was a pain in the butt, but I still have all my videos saved to be uploaded at some point. So I am working on it and uploading new content currently on there. So you can find me there.
Awesome. What? What do you want?
Your love and affection.
That is what he wants. Yes. He's gonna try and no. I have to leave the headphones on. Gotta leave the headphones on, Jack. There we go. Here we hold you like a baby. It's fine. Um. So, ow. Get your nails out of my skin, please. What is, what do you think is one of the biggest misconceptions about either you and or the characters you cosplay as?
Uh, I don't know. Because I'm not very large cosplayer. Um, so my first thought was immediately like the cosplay is not consent, but even then, I don't. I usually wear pretty modest cosplays.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I would have to say the cosplay is not consent is probably my easiest go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Um, the one that I wear that's the most revealing is season 1 through 3 Yang.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I see.
And
Yeah.
so that one's a lot of skin. And that one is a huge step out of my comfort zone,
Yeah.
but I absolutely love the costume. And I've been fortunate enough where I've never had to deal with somebody not respecting my boundaries, but that can't be said about other cosplayers.
Yeah. I get that. Hi. He does not like. This is a
Doesn't
perfect
like
example.
undivided.
Perfect example of invading your personal space. Um, cat. Uh,
Yes. They don't care what you're doing.
Yeah, if it doesn't have anything to do with him, he doesn't care. Um, so what is one of the best compliments you've ever gotten, either in person or online?
Actually, there was somebody. Summer Rose is my biggest cosplay, and I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely love cosplaying her because I'm just very comfortable in her. Um, but I think the biggest compliment, I feel terrible because off the top of my head, I can't remember who it was, but they told me that I was their, um, I want to say face claim, but that's not really,
Canon?
yeah, their
There we go.
canon, Summer Rose, and that warms my heart. It makes me feel so good, and I love that. That made me very happy. And they also told me who their ideal Team Stark was, and it
Ooh,
was, I loved that comment.
awesome. The cat finally left. I must shut the door before he returns. Using a different sword this
The
time.
beast.
Uh, to push the door closed, I used the plastic one. To push that carefully, I used the foam one. Um, oh, God. Cat problem, headache. Just for some reason, I'm weirdly hyper as well. I don't know why. Everything's going weird. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Um, does the content that you make and post, is that the ones that get the most? Hold on. Uh, does the content that you either put the most work into or enjoyed making the most get the most attention, or is it the ones that surprise you? There we go. That's the sentence.
Usually, it's a little bit of 50-50. The number one video of mine that went viral, I guess you could say,
Mm-hmm.
I was literally on the screen for maybe 2 seconds, not even. It was a very chain reaction of one Ruby cosplayer. It was a bunch of stitched videos.
Yeah.
Not stitched, but duetted. And it was just this long line of it started with Ruby, then it just went down the line. And I was there for like the last millisecond of the audio. And that has, I think, like 21K likes.
Damn.
And normally on average I get around like 50 to 60 likes a video,
Mm-hmm.
and those are usually the ones I put a lot of work into. Regardless, even if it's just silly content or the smaller stuff I really put a lot of work into and I've filmed 1,000 times to get it right, I
Mm-hmm.
still enjoy doing it and seeing the reaction, whether it's not like it's kind of let down when it doesn't get a lot, but I
Yeah.
still loved putting it out there. So
Yeah. I get that.
that'll be my favorite. I don't care who else likes it.
I can definitely agree with that because my I think if I don't know if I'm number one video, but one of my highest videos is that there was an audio of like Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls being like pick a
Yep.
puppet, and I was cosplaying nah, I was duetting a cosplayer who was doing a humanoid Bill Cipher, and I dressed up as a one of the puppets from Five Nights at Freddy's. So I did a
Oh,
horrible pun, and it did very well. And I was like, "What?"
was it the audio where Bill says all I want is a puppet or something along those
Yeah,
lines?
like,
I
what
love
puppet are
that
you
show
gonna
so
pick?
much.
Eeny, meeny, miny, you thing. Yeah,
Dipper's not very good at that game. He loses that game every time,
yeah, he does. Um,
except for the last time he played it.
that's true. That's true. Um, the next question is going to be, who from TikTok, Instagram, any other social media would you like to do a collaboration with in real life? You know, pictures, videos, whatever.
Hazer 17 here now. They have been they've done a lot of duets with me. I've done a lot of duets with them. Um, they have become one of my closest friends that I've met and made on TikTok, I should
Mm-hmm.
say. And uh, that would be it would be such an honor just to meet up with them and actually do, even if it was just half a team start. I don't care. I'd be happy.
Yeah.
There's also another cosplayer named Elko Mix, uh, where they do a lot of. They've done some Star Wars cosplays, Tokyo Mew Mew, Persona 5, and I do. I'm trying to get into doing a Tokyo Mew Mew costume
Mm-hmm.
and duetting with them would be super awesome because their cosplay is fantastic.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And I only know two words: awesome and amazing. That's the only things
That's
I know.
okay.
Um.
That's okay. My two words are usually absolutely and understandable.
Yeah. Excuse me. And it seems like my third word is burp. Um. So, how are you and some of the characters you cosplay as alike, and how are you different?
There's I like to cosplay characters that are at least somewhat similar to me. Like, for example, Summer, a
Mm-hmm.
very nurturing, uh, motherly, and I've always been that mom friend.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I think the one that's easiest for me to contrast is Yang,
Mm-hmm.
because I always try to do characters that are at least somewhat like me, and I really like those ones I resonate with.
Yeah.
Like I've done Mabel Pines. That one's one of my favorites. I have three of her sweaters. One of them I made myself.
Ooh.
Um, I made a Bill Cipher to do Maybill.
Oh.
Um, I had them commissioned, but then I added like small details. I had her Weird Mageddon sweater
Ooh.
done. Anyway, that's besides the point. I usually resonate with characters that are at least somewhat like me, or
Mm-hmm.
that I really connect with. And I think Yang is probably one of the biggest I can think of off the top of my head that have the most contrast. I am not very go with the flow and easy to anger like she is, but
Mm-hmm.
there's that instinct where my little sister, like I would do anything for my little sister. She is my family
Mm-hmm.
and I love her. And she's one of my favorite people, like straight up.
Mm-hmm.
I would choose her over a lot of people. Um, trying to think of other cosplays I've done.
It's always hard when you get put
Um,
on spot about that type of thing. I do agree with that.
that's okay. Um, actually, there's another one where I mentioned I was going to be doing a Shinobu Kocho from Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if you haven't seen it, there's a part where she talks about where she has just this. She always smiles,
Mm-hmm.
even though she's just constantly angry, and I relate, but it's different. I think like there's that those feelings that I have, but I just try to smile through, which is how I kind of connect. But the rest of it is so far off.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that 100%. It's really awesome and it's awesome that you're able to like put a not pin. That sounds like it's like a negative because of like put a pin in it type of thing. But like put like you know exactly what parts are same and different and stuff like that. Um, so the next question is going to be a new one. One we have not said on this interview yet. Would you rather eat Cheetos or go on a hike? I'm shocked I haven't asked this one yet.
I eat Cheetos after the hike.
Whatever. Yes.
Honestly, I'd probably eat Cheetos after the hike. I like going out in nature when I can.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I'm not super active because I've got a lot going on at home,
Yeah.
but um, I do like being outside. But Cheetos are also quite delicious.
Yeah. I agree.
Specifically, my favorite is the popcorns. Love the popcorn Cheetos.
Oh, I don't think I've actually tried those ones yet. Actually.
They're so good. They're a little fluffier than regular Cheetos. They're not as crunchy.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. An awesome, amazing burp and yawn. That's the four things I
It's
do.
a mood.
It's just I'm tired. I'm hyper and tired at the same time. It's my brain is going all directions today.
Mhm.
Um. Now this is gonna be the last question on my list, and then I have shockingly more. Um. Who is your favorite character to cosplay as, or one of your favorites?
Say Summer for comfortability reasons. Like I
Mm-hmm.
love getting into her. I love doing videos for her. But I'd have to probably say Yang. Yang and Rapunzel. I like cosplaying them as well. I haven't had the opportunity to get into Rapunzel much because I got into her for a convention last summer, and her braid got stuck in the buttons that were on the back of the dress, and
Oh,
it was rough. Like I don't even know how it got so tangled in those buttons, but it did. So I'm trying to find a solution. I tried getting the really short brown wig, but that just didn't feel right.
yeah,
So I'm trying to find another solution to do Rapunzel again.
yeah,
And where I am, it hasn't been warm enough for me to cosplay Yang's season 1 through 3 outfit.
yeah. I can definitely understand that. Thank you. I got delivered a Baja Blast.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll take it. Um. Anywho, carrying on from my delivery of Baja Blast, I um now we're going on to the final four questions, and the first
Okay.
one is: do you have any questions for me as an individual or about the show in general?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Did it really go with the Baja Blast today? Um, I got a little freeze of Baja Blast. And it was, they don't always do it right. Sometimes it's a little weird, but they did a
Yeah.
good job
Sometimes it
preparing.
tastes more seltzery or
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Wow, they had a lot of flavoring in that one. Okay, sorry. So, why is my brain like a squirrel today? It never does this. What the hell? Okay. Okay, so next question is going to be do you have any suggestions for a future guest?
ah, yes, actually, I've said their name a couple times. Hazer17 here now when she's not busy.
Yeah.
'Cause right now she's working on projects and she was going through some things, so
Yeah.
which
XYZ.
it's okay. Yeah, life is crazy, especially when you're coming out of the holidays and winter and
Mm-hmm.
everything else. Um, Also, my little sister, Hearthfrost. She does cosplay as well. She's done acting and with theater and musicals and directing.
Ooh. Awesome. Awesome.
I know one of her favorite costumes that she's done was female Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh. Fun. Fun.
Mm-hmm.
The next question, which technically I already know the answer to, but I would ask it. Would you ever like to come back to the show in the future, either for another interview like this or for another project that we may or may not be planning?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect, because literally we already have something else planned. Uh,
Yep.
most of the time that's a joke. This time we actually do. Um, working on Team Stark right now. We need a tie. We need a Raven. Uh, so if we don't find them by then, and you know somebody, hey, but yeah, um, so that will be coming out in the future at some point. Um,
Let's find our other team members.
exactly. Um, so yeah. Um,
I figured that Summer and Crow would be the two easiest to find.
right?
I mean, just in their universe, they would be the easier ones to find.
Yeah, it's like really. Um, anywho, so the next question and last question actually. Do you have any questions for a future guest?
Hmm. What is your strangest convention experience? Because
Ooh.
I've had a very strange one, if I may share, where
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been to a couple conventions out of my state. I can't remember if it was Anime Boston or Anime NY. I think it was Anime NYC, their first year that they were there. Because I went when they first opened in 2017. And I was waiting for my sister, and I was sitting down, and this guy comes up to me dressed up in a Naruto cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes over and he sits down next to me and he goes, "Hey, you want something cool?" I was like, what? And he pulls out a kunai out of his shoe, like a real kunai,
Oh.
and then just puts it back and walks away. By far the strangest thing. And my little sister came back. I'm like, I wish I paid attention. I wasn't just so awestruck and paid attention to where he went because somebody should probably know that he's carrying a kunai in his shoe.
Yeah, probably. That's a. Whew.
It was a
Oh.
really cool costume.
Yeah.
But that was very strange, and you probably shouldn't bring actual weapons to a convention. Surprised that he actually managed to sneak it into Anime NYC.
Yeah. Huh.
I say, when I first went there, though, the security was not as intense as Anime Boston when I went in 2018. That was a lot of security. It made me feel a lot safer, but that was a lot of security.
Yeah. I've ever only gone to two different conventions, and they're both a Wizard World. One that was in Reno, one that was in Portland, I do believe. Actually, I think I have
Wait,
both.
Oregon? Portland, Oregon?
Yeah, Portland and Oregon. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I say, well, where I'm from, there's also a big city named Portland, so.
Oh, yeah. I only have. Did I? Did we not get a pass for the other one? Yeah. Uh, the Wizard World thing is right here. That's what I was looking. Um, but yeah. I think that's it. I think we're done. So, no, you're fine. Go ahead. Mm. But with that, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow our lovely guests on all the social media platforms. And thank you so much for being here. I do highly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Well, of course. And at least I will see you in the next video.